Here at the desk is Mark Hackel, Macomb County Executive. Mark, it's always good to see you up here.
It's like the fast.
So today on our Sunday morning program, we'll talk in depth with the man many people believe is Southeast Michigan's rising political executive,
and he's our guest today.
Labeled Macomb County.
My guest right now is Mark Hackel. He's the Macomb County Executive, frequent guest on the program. Welcome back, sir. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
We didn't invent the automobile, but we engineered and built the machinery that allowed for its mass production. Our manufacturers are the backbone of the auto industry, and our engineers are its future.
That's what's going to bring back America. It's the small companies like PTI that are employing 200 or 300 or 50 or 20 people. This is the manufacturing footprint of the United States, and this is what it's all about. And I think Macomb, and it's because it's a community on the rise, it's growing. It has a lot of new home starts here. It's a desirable location for many people. As CEO of PTI Engineered Plastics, and on behalf of PTI Engineered Plastics, we are proud to call Macomb our home.
Agriculture has always been a part of Macomb County's rich history, a multi-million-dollar industry right here in our own backyard.
Blake's has expanded through ourselves and our brothers and sisters to 3 locations, 2 of which are in Macomb County, 1 in the town of Elmont.
We're currently trying to exist in the farming industry by diversifying ourselves, and a lot of farms are, to be able to maintain our existence over the long haul. That leads into us trying to provide more full-time jobs in the farming industry, particularly here in Armada, Michigan, where we can employ people on a year-round basis and have quality employees.
There's 13 of us that grew up on this farm, all went to the local high school here, and really like Macomb County, and we think it's a great place to live.
Macomb County is your ultimate all-access pass to everything fun, where you can catch the biggest acts at the best venues while wearing the latest in fashion. Shop around. If you want it, Macomb County's got it.
Well, I think in 2013 reopening Freedom Hill was awesome. I know the Macomb County residents were very excited about it. We were able to bring world-class acts back to Macomb County. But what's even more important is all of Metro Detroit comes to Macomb County to enjoy concerts.
This year at the center alone, we've had the most new tenant construction we've had since the center's inception in 2007. And a great deal of that new retail is homegrown here in Macomb County.
Doing business in Macomb County is really a pleasure. I do have restaurants in other counties, and Macomb County is very business friendly.
Just a few weeks ago, we celebrated our annual tree lighting ceremony that brought in over 7,000 customers here. Not only to light the tree with Santa, but to also support our center. And I think it's a huge indication of the growth in our community, in the county, in the state, and we're proud to be a part of that growth.
Macomb County is home to 4 world-class healthcare systems. By providing jobs, education, and innovation, we have surgically inserted ourselves into a regional healthcare industry.
McLaren Macomb is one of the largest employers in the Macomb County region. We employ over 2,000 employees, and because of the nature of the healthcare industry, the vast majority of them are professional positions.
Our primary focus is really on creating a healthier community. As advocates for the county, it's our accountability to translate that and demonstrate the passion about it.
That community tie is very, very important to us, and it allows us to really get closer to the communities and know what it is that they need from us from a healthcare delivery perspective.
As the number of defense contractors investing in Macomb County's innovation continues to grow, so does our reputation as the defense capital of the Midwest.
The defense industry is very much a Michigan story. It is not just a Southeast or a Southwest or a Central or a UP story, but it is a Michigan story, and it's creating jobs throughout Michigan. But the epicenter of those jobs is right here in Macomb. Governor Snyder and Mark Hackel sat down and talked about really wanting to focus on defense industry. in Michigan and realizing that the defense center for Michigan was right here in this corridor where the Detroit Arsenal is.
Education is the foundation of personal growth and success. In Macomb County, there's an educational opportunity for everyone.
Macomb Community College is one of the larger, more comprehensive community colleges in the country. In terms of the amount of degrees we produce each year, over 2,600 students get degrees. We stand 17th in the country in terms of the number of degrees we produce each year. We've grown up in this community. We were started almost 60 years ago in a basement of a high school in Warren. We're now over 48,000 students being educated here on 4 different campuses. Our job is to open up educational opportunities for the residents in this county, and we think as more residents ask for and demand a 4-year degree, this college can work with the 4-year institutions to provide access to higher education.
Macomb County has a significant freshwater advantage. Lake St. Clair, the Clinton River, and our surrounding waterways makes us the gathering place of the Great Lakes.
You can access any part of the shoreline or all of the shoreline, depending on your ambition. It starts at a park with someone just looking out over the water and getting their feet wet, and then soon they want to be on the water in some type of vessel, and that could be a kayak or that could be a 40-foot sea ray. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a way that we're just expanding recreational opportunities in Macomb County.
Good evening. I'm Roberta Jacina of WWJ News Radio 950. I'm a resident of the Village of Romeo, proud to make Macomb my home. Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight to present the 2013 State of the County. Please help me welcome resident and lifelong advocate of Macomb County, your executive, Mr. Mark Hackel.
Thank you, and welcome to Macomb County. Thanks for joining us for the annual State of the County Address. Tonight marks the 3rd time we come together under the county executive form of government to talk about and celebrate what is happening in Macomb County. Over this past year, we have had a number of incredible accomplishments. This evening, I would like to discuss how far we've come and explore a little bit about where we're headed. The testimonials you just witnessed are actual accounts of tremendous energy and opportunity that we're experiencing across this great county. From 8 Mile to Boardman, from DeQuinder to Lake St. Clair, Macomb County is filled with opportunities for all of us. These past 3 years have made it a priority. We've made it our priority here in this county to get better acquainted with the county. We have met with government and industry leaders. We explored our parks and public spaces. We talked to our senior citizens and toured our schools. And we realized that Macomb County is in the midst of an incredible resurgence. A resurgence that starts with a remarkable recovery and diversification of our economy. We see and hear news stories about individual events, but what we rarely have the opportunity to really see is how it all comes together. So tonight, I'd like to begin by painting a picture, a more complete picture, of how Macomb County's economic revitalization is occurring, and include some ideas about how we can build on this momentum. And it all starts with 2 numbers. In our county, there are nearly 18,000 businesses employing more than 296,000 individuals. From the multinational corporations headquartered right here in our backyard to the unique boutiques dotting our historic main streets, Macomb County's economy is not only more vibrant, but is becoming more diverse. The foundation of Macomb County's economic recovery lies in our unwavering commitment to the domestic automobile industry. This industry is actually an integrated network of companies involved in research, manufacturing, and retailing of motor vehicles. And in Macomb County, we host nearly 1,000 automotive-related establishments that are employing more than 41,000 individuals. And what we are witnessing in Macomb County is a continued evolution of this great industry. From leading-edge assembly plants to specialty manufacturing shops, the strength and stability of our automotive legacy is not only intact, but heading in new directions. For example, this year, General Motors opened its $130 million IT data center at the General Motors Tech Center and invested an additional $20 million in the Global Battery Systems Lab. Ford continues to invest more than $137 million in state-of-the-art equipment at the Sterling Axle and the Van Dyke transmission plants. And that billion-dollar transformation of the Chrysler Sterling Heights assembly plant is still a testament to the resiliency and promise of this industry. And speaking of Chrysler, I don't know if many of you heard, but just this morning, for the second year in a row, Motor Trend magazine named the Ram 1500 pickup Truck of the Year, proudly made here in Macomb County at the Warren Truck Assembly Plant. The big three are not alone. With nearly 1,600 manufacturing establishments in Macomb County, we are home to one of the most advanced production and logistic networks in the country. And altogether, this growth and activity has led to more than $2 billion of investment in Macomb County over the past 3 years. The county's economic evolution can be seen in other industries that may not always come to mind. For example, our agricultural community is now getting a lot of attention. Here in Macomb County, agriculture is not a novelty, it's a mainstay. For generations, Macomb County farmers have tended to this great landscape and have yielded some of the finest goods. Again, the numbers help tell the story. Did you know there's 475 farms covering nearly 62,000 acres of land in Macomb County? Over 2 million square feet of greenhouse and nursery operations. Nearly $53 million in total value of agricultural products. And over $2 billion is spent on food annually here in Macomb County. From produce to dairy to flowers, in Macomb County, agriculture is a serious business.
Early in the morning, a seed is sown, planted into the rich soil that covers nearly 62,000 acres of Macomb County farmland. It is one of millions that are planted in our county each year. As they grow, so does Macomb County's reputation as one of the top producing agricultures not only in Michigan, but in the United States. A reputation that has not been given, but one that has been earned through generations of hard work and resilience, perseverance and know-how. Macomb County's farms, orchards, and dairies have endured and thrived, sustaining us with top-grade produce, grains, and livestock, season after season, harvest after harvest. It hasn't always been easy. The life of a farmer never is. So every morning, much like that seed, their very nature compels them to push through. They get up, they plow ahead, they continue to grow. Tend to your future.
This past year, our agricultural community celebrated two amazing accomplishments. Westview Orchards was recognized for 200 years and 7 generations of farming in Macomb County. They received the historic bicentennial farm designation by the state of Michigan. If you think about it, Macomb County was founded in 1818. We have still yet to celebrate our 200th year anniversary as a county. And just last month, Blake's Orchard opened their unique cider and wine tasting room in Armada Township. Now you only need to go to northern Macomb County to get a little bit of the experience of northern Michigan. These events illustrate that our agricultural community continues to diversify its operations and provide incredible experiences for residents and for visitors. This economic resurgence is also driving growth in the retail and service sector. From regional shopping malls to our historic downtowns, Macomb County has a wealth of shopping, dining, and service entertainment establishments. In Macomb County, the number of retail and service-based businesses has risen to more than 12,000 establishments that now employ over 180,000 people. These retail and service-based companies are adding more than $2.8 billion to Macomb's economy
annually. The impact of these investments can be seen all across Macomb County. Just this past week, an $8.4 million renovation to the Macomb Mall was announced. This investment will transform one of the area's most recognizable shopping destinations by adding new stores and a new look. Our county seat is also benefiting from this retail and service rebirth. Mount Clemens is becoming a hotbed for creativity, technology, and web-based companies. Companies like Partners in Architecture, Hunchfree, Red Theory, GroupGolfer.com, and Eyewear Software have all set up shop in downtown Mount Clemens. And even the county is playing a role. Our new facilities master plan will bring more activity to downtown Mount Clemens. This economic energy is driving other investments in Mount Clemens as well. From the $1 million makeover of the Macomb Music Theater to the exciting new eateries like the Three Blind Mice Pub, the city is creating new spirit anchored by entrepreneurism. And these new startups are blending well with the educational and cultural opportunities already offered by Oakland University and the Anton Arts Center. And whenever we talk about the economy, most of you know one of my favorite topics is our blue economy. I have always believed that there is a tremendous opportunity to enhance our freshwater assets. Lake St. Clair, the gathering place of the Great Lakes Waterway System, and the Clinton River, our mainstream Main Street. With 32 miles of coastline and 40 miles of river, we have the ability to better link residents and visitors to the benefits of these natural resources. What we have been able to accomplish over this past year with our Water Resource Advisory Council has been remarkable. We hosted the Super Bowl of bass fishing tournaments on Lake St. Clair. This nationally televised Bassmaster Elite Series brought thousands of visitors and millions of dollars to Macomb County. We created the Huron-Diuri Freshwater Research Institute. And we completed a $255,000 enhancement to the Nicholson Nature Center, which includes riverfront classrooms as well as an amphitheater. We worked with the Huron-Clinton Metropolitan Authority and created a $1.5 million boardwalk and coastal preservation area at Lake St. Clair Metro Park. And you know what? I'm even excited about a parking lot here in Macomb County. It's a $3 million eco-friendly parking lot at Lake St. Clair Metro Park. And if you haven't seen it, the reality is it's going to keep that Black Creek, the river, clean, as well as Lake St. Clair. But the beauty of it is beyond imagination. You have to see it. They even have little ponds inside the parking lot that transform in the winter months to ice skating rinks. And they have a toboggan hill waiting for us this winter. Well, when we talk about eco-friendly, this year we also unveiled Keeping the Clinton Clean Initiative, a major river cleanup program in partnership with Chrysler Group LLC, the Chrysler Foundation, and our Clinton River Watershed Council. With the support of these organizations and their volunteer network, we are continuing our efforts to make that river navigable from Yates Cider Mill to Lake St. Clair. Other local communities are benefiting from this blue economy as well. Utica opened up Memorial Park on the banks of the Clinton River, providing public access in the middle of their downtown. Mount Clemens, they continue their efforts in creating more activity in the riverfront with their Water Towns initiative. In New Baltimore, they opened a transit marina with access to their central business district. At St. Clair Shores, well, they are planning their Aquafreeze Festival this winter. We are also turning other visionary projects into reality with this blue economy. Let me just tell you about some of these projects that are underway. They include the additional coastal marshland and restoration areas, creating a walkable pier district and Riverside Development District in one of our communities, a waterfront state park, as well as new campgrounds, and expansion of conservation as well as hunting districts. All of this blue activity is leading to more green for Macomb County. And of course, any report on our economy has to include defense. You've heard me talk about defense and homeland security because it is a strategic advantage for Macomb County. Our exceptional research, development, engineering, advanced manufacturing, and infrastructure network make Macomb County strong on defense. We possess a desirable cluster of defense assets. These entities are not only supported by economic growth, but protecting our nation as well. Our core assets include TACOM and Selfridge. These two military installations, if you will, are dynamic facilities, and they support our nation's defense from their strategic level command headquarters here in Macomb County. Together, these facilities employ more than 13,000 military and civilian personnel. From operations to contracting, purchasing, logistics, and project support, these two installations help defend this great nation and support our soldiers. These assets are supported by a network of over 600 Macomb County companies that have been awarded over $30 billion in Department of Defense contracts since 2000, with $2 billion of that just this past year. This network is so strong that we capture over 60% of Michigan's total defense business. Well, Macomb County's leadership was just recently recognized statewide. I had the opportunity this year at the Macomb Policy Conference to stand alongside the president and CEO of the Michigan Economic Development Corporation to announce that the state of Michigan awarded Macomb County a $250,000 grant to take the lead on developing a statewide strategy to bolster defense. This one of a kind, thank you. This one-of-a-kind commitment has provided us with the resources necessary to market and promote the 1,600 defense firms statewide and develop targeted attraction and retention services. I want to thank Governor Rick Snyder, as well as Mike Finney, for believing in Macomb County and our dedicated defense partners. We also have placed an emphasis on supporting our veterans here in this county. Macomb County is home to more than 70,000 veterans. These dedicated men and women who've proudly served their country, protecting the freedoms we hold so close, and in Macomb County, their services have not gone unnoticed. The commitment to our veterans can be seen in the many programs and services that we provide. In fact, this year, our residents renewed a millage, countywide millage for veterans at a margin of 4-1. I bet there's many public officials here that would love to have a 4-1 margin of victory. Our county, they have created a specialty courts for our veterans. And we're expanding veterans training and hiring programs. We are creating veterans transitional housing opportunities. In Macomb County, we are strong on defense, and we support our veterans. Higher educational opportunities are also increasing here in Macomb County. Macomb County is receiving increased attention and investment from many educational institutions. This year, Wayne State University, another one of my alma maters, broke ground on their $12 million Advanced Technology Education Center in Warren, right across from South Campus. Michigan State University did graduate their first class of physicians from this campus right here in Clinton Township, and a majority of those doctors are doing their residencies in Michigan. Oakland University, they're now educating more than 1,500 students in their 3 locations in Macomb. In Central Michigan, they're expanding programs geared towards working adults, while Walsh College continues to be the top choice of students transferring to a business school from Macomb. Davenport, they're actively exploring expansion opportunities in Macomb County, and by donating $1 million to the Henry Ford Macomb Hospital, Baker College created a unique partnership to train radiology technicians. And of course, we are proud, very proud, of our hometown institution. As the cost of higher education continue to rise, Macomb Community College is offering quality higher education at very affordable rates. In fact, each year, nearly 50,000 students recognize the Macomb Advantage. The college is a tremendous resource for workforce development as well. In
fact, recently they obtained a $24.9 million grant from the Department of Labor to enhance workforce retraining. Through the combined efforts of all these fine institutions here in Macomb County, nearly 65,000 students each year are completing college coursework right here in Macomb County. I am proud of my alma mater, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Jim Jacobs and his staff for hosting us here today, but more importantly, for being a national leader in higher education. Regionalism. As you have heard me say before, Macomb County is part of a region, and our connectivity to that region is vital to our future success. One of my key messages when I was at that Mackinac Policy Conference this past year was Macomb, making it regional. It was a simple statement backed by a major commitment from the people of Macomb County that we have a shared responsibility to make this region stronger. Over the years, we have been champions of regionalism. Our residents continue to support our regional cultural assets, environmental needs, as well as major infrastructure initiatives. From the zoo to Cobo to the Detroit Institute of Arts, this commitment remains strong and intact. The Detroit bankruptcy has not changed our view of the city of Detroit or the importance of this region. And this year, our regional ties were fortified with the creation of the Regional Transit Authority. This region can go from good to great with a unified transit system. Transit is an asset, and the RTA gives us an opportunity to invest in our infrastructure and develop a viable funding option. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge my regional partners who are here with us this evening. From Wayne County, the Wayne County Executive, Mr. Robert Ficano. From St. Clair County, the Chairman of the Board of Commissioners, Mr. Jeff Bohm. And the Mayor of the great city of Detroit, Mayor Dave Bing. Mayor, you know I had to say a few more things than just that. You are an incredible inspiration to the region. What you've been able to do for the city of Detroit in instilling that integrity and trust back into the mayor's office has been incredible and recognized by many of us in the suburbs. I want to thank you for not only being here for the 3 State of the County addresses I have, but personally for the work you've done for the city of Detroit and the region, and for the person that you are and what you've been able to do for me. Thank you, and God bless you. Since he announced that he wasn't running for mayor again, he smiles a heck of a lot more. He always had a great smile, but man, does he smile a lot now. And although he couldn't be here because people are going to ask, where's Brooks? Where's Brooks? I'm just happy I don't have to share a stage with the guy. I don't get much mic time. So, but I know he's watching this. He's probably sitting at home live streaming this, watching me, trying to steal my ideas or something, I don't know. But he did give me a call this evening, and he pledged, he wanted to wish me well, but he also pledged his support, not only for Macomb County, but the continued support and the working relationship with this region. So Brooks, if you're watching, thanks. Thank you. Our countywide elected officials and our department leaders have taken steps to streamline and modernize Macomb County government. So I just want to share with you just a few things. If I told you everything they're doing, we'd be here all night long. Our Community Service Agency, they completed a comprehensive restructuring and obviously added additional services for our senior citizens by doing so, and low-income families as well as our most vulnerable population. Our health department, they partnered with the Arab Community Center to enhance services for women, infants, and children. And they created the framework for a children's health care access program in southern Macomb County. And because of our growing diversity here in this county, we created the One Macomb. It's an initiative to make sure people understand about diversity within this county. By being the first, creating this one Macomb, we're the first welcoming county in the state of Michigan. And our animal control department obtained more than Our animal control department, they obtained more than $250,000 in grant funds to bolster what we are doing here in Macomb County for animal welfare programming. And this year, as many of you know, Freedom Hill was back. And they brought with it thousands of visitors to our regional concert venue. In fact, I know the mayor of the city of Detroit was at one of those concerts. It is a regional concert venue. And they hosted some of these nationally renowned concert acts, as well as local community festivals. Our planning department, under the leadership of Steve Casson, who just received a 2013 President's Award from the Michigan Association of Planners, he and his staff have, yes. Good job, Steve. He implemented new programs with his staff, including Prime Properties, the Home in Macomb Business Retention Program, and a $1 million Brownfield Revolving Loan Fund grant. And you know, from where we once were, we have seen a technological revolution here in Macomb County. We now have one of the most advanced IT systems available. Our IT director, Sandy Jurek, who we stole from Oakland County. I think Phil Berlini is here, and he's still giving me bad looks here. So, she was recognized as the Chief Information Officer of the Year by Crane's Detroit Business Magazine. That's incredible. She hasn't even been here 1 year. Incredible. She and her staff are to be applauded for the incredible IT advancements taking place here in Macomb County. Prior to this year, not only was the system questionable, but I think many of you probably read, we did not even have a backup system here in Macomb County. Well, today that's not true. We now possess one of the state-of-the-art technology that has dual backup systems. Or, as Sandy likes to call it, fully synchronous replication. I call it dual backup. And our countywide elected officials, the treasurer, Ted Wabi, he has teamed up. Now, you know you're going to have to do that for every one of them after I mention their name, otherwise they're going to be really upset. So, he teamed up with the Michigan State University Extension and was able to keep 150 families in their homes through his tax assistance program. That is incredible. Public Works Commissioner. Public Works Commissioner Tony Morocco, he saved the taxpayers millions of dollars by refinancing higher interest bond issues. Clerk Carmela Sabaugh, she continues to expand the online services and reduce the wait times for our residents. And by creating the Macomb County Child Abuse Prevention Task Force, our prosecutor, Eric Smith, and our sheriff, Tony Wickersham, are committed to protecting our children. Good job, guys. Proud of you. And as for our courts, under the leadership of Chief Justice, Chief Judge John Foster, they have taken the first steps in creating an e-filing system to better connect to the justice system. And I want to thank all the judges for being here. And I think it's a testament to our judiciary here in Macomb County when recently one of our own was appointed to the Michigan Supreme Court, and that is Justice David Viviano. And I ain't calling him Justice. He's a friend of mine. I call him Dave. Every time I do that, people look at me funny. It'd be like calling my brother His Honor. So we came to an agreement early on, okay? You either call me Chief Executive Officer, then I will call you His Honor. So that just ain't happening. So with all that is happening in Macomb County, there is one project that does deserve special attention, one that I just absolutely adore. Our new Communications and Technology Center, to be known as Commtech. This visionary center that I spoke of last year has become a reality and will be fully operational in less than 2 weeks. Commtech integrates emergency management, public safety, Department of Roads, and IT services under one roof. This $13.5 million state-of-the-art facility is a model for intergovernmental operations and will be completed on time and under budget. Good stuff. Now, speaking of budgets, prior to the charter taking effect, the county was straddled with structural budget deficits. The county was using its rainy day funds to solve these budgetary problems. And it was projected that we would run out of cash by the end of 2012. Since the charter took effect, all of that has changed. With the engaged participation of the Board of Commissioners, led by its chair, Dave Flynn, and the support of the countywide elected officials as well as the courts, we here in Macomb County have a budget that is enviable. Where are we today? For the third straight year, we have balanced the budget with $0 out of the rainy day fund. We have eliminated $60 million of budget deficits and have added $30 million to our fund balance. We've revised, that's a good one. That's a good one. We've revised our financial statements and budget documents, making them more transparent and easier for people to understand, as well as, finally, projecting our budgets 3 years out. By fixing our finances and our budget, we can now focus our attention here in Macomb County's future to restore programs and services, to upgrade facilities and infrastructure, to address unfunded long-term liabilities, and as well, work with employees on compensation. Because let's face it, the good, hardworking, dedicated men and women that work in Macomb County government have made some tremendous sacrifices and have always been part of the solution. We have faced a lot of challenges with our finances, and we've resolved the issues that were holding us back. And as we move forward, we are committed. And when I say we, I mean the Board of Commissioners, the Executive Office, all the countywide elected officials. We are committed to maintaining the financial stability of this county. So whether it's our budget, our growing and diverse economy, the expanding opportunities with higher education, or the enhanced relationships with our local and regional partners, or the fact that nearly 10,000 more people are living in Macomb County since the last time I took this stage, Macomb County is seeing a remarkable transformation, which is producing an incredible quality of life. And the way we have been able to showcase this new energy is through our award-winning Make Macomb Your Home campaign. You see, Make Macomb Your Home was designed to create more awareness about the wonderful things happening in Macomb County. In fact, the videos you're seeing tonight for the very first time are going to help us promote Macomb County beyond this evening's event. People are starting to understand the Macomb brand. And I want to thank everyone who is supporting us in these efforts, especially tonight's sponsors. From day one, we have been driven by a vision for a better Macomb County. And it is this vision and desire that is leading us to new realities. The reality that in Macomb County, we have created an environment where government is focused on productive and purposeful outcomes. The reality that we have streamlined the roles and functions of county government. The reality that we have continuously followed through on our promises. And the reality that there is a growing sense of pride in this place we call home.
People talk about the good life, But what is it? To some, it's bustling and fast-paced, plenty of entertainment, nightlife, and shopping. To others, it's a bit more relaxed, a slow drive down a winding country road. But in Macomb County, we say, why choose? Our 27 cities, townships, and villages offer the best of all worlds. Lakeside living, downtown style, family-friendly suburban neighborhoods, and even that country road. Macomb County's safe neighborhoods are filled with award-winning schools, countless cultural events, fairs, festivals, where you watch your children grow, from their first step to their first dance. A place where your neighbors know your name. A place you'll proudly call home. So what is this good life everyone is talking about? You want to find out? Spend some time here. Or better yet, make Macomb your home. Then you won't just be talking about the good life, you'll be living it.
Folks, if you can't tell, I am extremely proud and passionate about this county. And as your executive, I will continue to raise the profile of Macomb. Together, we can build on this strong sense of community and support this place we call home. I want to thank you all for celebrating with us here this evening, and I want to wish all of you a happy and safe holiday season. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Show you what you want to see and take